Welcome back to part 2, more Shuttered Realms of Gaming in 2023. Now, part 1 we covered from January to March. Part 2, we're going to cover whatever months I talk about because I didn't write that down at the top which month I'm ending at. So let's get into it. Remember, these are made to document. These are not made to poke fun at people that lost their careers maybe in some circumstances, or their jobs, or their games. This is just meant as documentation for preservation's sake. You guys know I'm about preservation. Even the good, the bad, and the ugly needs to be preserved. And not just the movie. The year 2023, globally and in the gaming world, acted as a witness to so many highs and lows within the realms of digital entertainment. As the calendar pages turned, yes, Calendar Man is counting down. Okay, let me get back on track. Several more games bid farewell, leaving behind a trail of memories in the hearts of their loyal fan bases. In part 1, we covered games that closed between January and March, like I said. Again, this is made with love. I don't know how to say this enough. If I missed any game though, let me know in the comments section below, and go back and watch part 1 in case maybe I did talk about a game, or stay tuned for part 3 because I'm definitely going to be talking about some other games. Did not mention anything in April. There was nothing in April that caught my eye that shut down. So if there was a game that you guys liked that closed down in April, lost its online services, whatever, let me know in the comments section below. In May, the 2019 Disgaea RPG mobile game met its end. Jesus, say that. It was a game that was free to play, mobile game filled with microtransactions. This allowed players to collect randomized characters and a gacha system similar to Genshin, Honkai, all that. In April of 2023, it was announced that the international version for the Disgaea RPG would be shutting down in May. Maybe it's still running in Japan though, but I don't know. You guys will have to let me know because I couldn't find a date for it shutting down. In the international version shut down, but I don't know if the Japanese version shut down. This one hurt my heart, but not really. It also reminded me of this game, but this is one of my favorite hidden gem games that nobody remembers, and those that talk about it love this game. But Kingdoms of Amalur lost its online features. This is again one of the big games in the EA taking online features off for its older games, but Kingdoms of Amalur was such a good game. Like, this is a game you need to check out if you like Dragon Age, especially like Dragon Age 1 and 2, even Inquisition, hell, actually more towards Inquisition. You like Fable and other like adventure games of that era. There is a remastered edition that comes with the DLC called the Re-Reckoning, and it's worth a playthrough to relive that era of adventure games. I tell you, the weapons, you have like Ouroboros, it's so cool. Just go play it. It's a great adventure game. Very kind of dated a little bit. I haven't played the Re-Reckoning. I just going on my memory of the original, a little dated, but still worth playing, still a good game. Now the last one to round out May may be almost as famous as Babylon Falls from last video, and that is Crossfire X. On the Wikipedia, because I had to look this up because I was like, didn't this game just come out? Crossfire X was an FPS developed and published by Smilegate Interactive for Xbox on February 10th, 2022, and it was the third installment in the Crossfire series, and Remedy Entertainment worked with the developers to work on the game's 2 single-player campaigns. Overall, it received negative reviews across the board from critics, which led to lower player counts, and in February of last year, Smilegate announced that the game would be shutting down in May. This gotta be the quickest turnover because I'm pretty sure I saw it launch on Game Pass. People were super hyped for it. It wasn't my type of game, even though I like shooters, I strayed away from them. And then I hear it's shutting down. In June, the EA and Bellin, I know I said that wrong, Studios game Knockout City left this world. It was released under the EA Originals label, which we've seen games like It Takes Two, A Way Out, and kind of like EA but not EA games. I don't know how to describe what the EA original label is, but we know when we see it, it's usually going to be a good time. But it was released under that label from 2021 to 2022, and finally Valen Studios, the developers, took over publishing duties in June of 2022. They transitioned to a fully free-to-play title as soon as they took over, but now that the game has been shut down since June 6th of 2023, a full year later from when, well, a year and a couple of days from when they took over, a Windows-compatible version with privately hosted servers is available for people that still want to play it, but I don't know how to access that. I don't know anything about that. I'm just telling y'all, Knockout City is around, kind of. In the same month, Bandai Namco delisted the 2012. That sounds so long ago because it was a decade ago. Okay, anyway, they delisted Soul Calibur 5 from the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 digital stores on June 19th of 2023. The base game and all its associated DLC are no longer available for purchase unless you have a physical copy. That's the only way you're going to be able to purchase this. It's quite commonplace in gaming world to pull games from digital stores when they're no longer profitable, or licensing agreements expire, or nobody's playing the game anymore. Even though I know there is still people playing Soul Calibur 5, just not enough people to maintain. And on to the final month of this video. Remember, if I've missed any games, let me know in the comments section below. This is made for documentation purposes, not to rip on people who have lost things. I'm gonna say this shtick every time. Love you guys though. But let's round it out with July. There's only one game I have in July, and this game I did experience and I found very confusing. And by that, I didn't give it time, even though I heard good things about it. But that's Limnisgate. It was developed by Rat Loop. Damn, say that 10 times fast. Rat Loop Games Canada, and published by Frontier Foundry. And it was released on September 28th, 2021. It was also published on Game Pass Day 1. That's where I played it. On the wiki, the game featured players taking turns in matches to complete 25-second runs with characters as they attempted to complete objectives. Each player's turn is stacked on top of the previous round, causing players to think critically about the best strategy to take in a given situation to win as the previous loops continues. It was interesting game. Reception was favorable with its praise on interesting takes on the FPS mechanics, but the game just couldn't survive. The multiplayer servers were shut down on July 11, 2023, with reports being low player count due to the probable cause of shutdown. Now, I know I explained that weirdly, but go watch some gameplay or watch the gameplay you're seeing. It's fascinating, but it's also kind of, unless you know what you're doing and unless you take, it has a learning curve. It really has a learning curve. So unless you're ready to, but Limnisgate, it had potential. It really did. I'm kind of sad to see it go. Now, that is all the months we have and all the games we have. Again, if I've missed anything that shut down that you like, let me know in the comments section below, and I will see you guys in the third part. Go watch part 1. Thank you for watching this. Part 3 will be the end, and we'll, from July, so August to December, we'll be covering in the next month or next video. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.